2020 has been great, said absolutely no one, especially those in education. In March 2020, the government-mandated quarantine caused colleges across the USA to close their doors and convert their curriculum into online courses. The vast majority of students who had chosen in-person learning were now forced to complete the rest of their courses completely online. My group really wanted to investigate the impact of this historic event on a student's motivation, because in reality, they didn't choose this, nor were they prepared for it. Neither were colleges. It's only been since the early 2000s where major colleges across the USA have even offered online classes. So neither faculty nor students were prepared for this. And it's a very big ask on the students' part to acquire technology that's very expensive if they didn't already have it. And that was compounded by the fact that public resources like the library, like computer labs, were completely closed. And so we really wanted to see, how would those students be affected, the ones without access to technology, and the ones that didn't have a high comfort with technology be affected? My group hypothesized that if a student has low levels of access to technology, then they will have low levels of motivation in their online course. If a student is not comfortable with technology, then they will also experience a diminishment in their motivation in the online classes.
All of the participants in the study were at least 17 years old and enrolled in one or more online course. Each participant took part in a two-part survey. The first part measured their levels of technological access and comfort using 2 scales of scoring. The second part measured their motivation in their online classes using 1 scale of scoring. We then ran a multiple regression to evaluate the relationship between technological access and comfort and students' motivation.
Hello, my name is Aminata Bangura, and I am doing the study of the effect of technological access and technological comfort towards motivation for online classes for our university students. And I'm here to tell you guys about the results section. From our results section, we conducted a multi-regression from ENOVA on SPSS. And from our output, we received a correlation coefficient of 0.15. And what this means is that only about 0.02% of the variance, or the spread of scores for those of you not familiar with the term, in motivation were influenced by technological and technological access. Our significant level, or P level, was 0.28, which was greater than the cutoff P level of 0.001. And what this means is that from our sample size of participants that we received our data from did not show a significant relationship between our predictor variables of technological comfort, such as having significant knowledge of technology, feeling comfortable towards using technology, having comfort towards learning new programs with technology, and technological access, such as solely having reliable Wi-Fi or reliable internet, and having your own private ways to get to the internet as our predictor variables, towards our criterion variable motivation that was not influenced by the predictor variables that I stated to you before in online classes. So what we believe probably was the cause of this is that our sample sizes were not as big as we wanted it to be, which is possibly why our spread of scores was not as sufficient as we wanted it to be. But for now, we did not receive the significant interaction between technological access and technological comfort towards the motivation of online classes as we have been hoping and researching throughout this entire semester. But hopefully, if we did have a better sample size, as it would have happened during the coronavirus pandemic, we believe that we possibly would have had a much better outcome than what we originally had. And I thank you for listening to our study, and we'll try to get through this pandemic together.
Further research pertaining to learning motivation in online students could be furthered by looking at different demographics such as race or ethnicity, socioeconomic status, things like that, to see how their access to technology is affected, if at all. We could also look at the teachers having to teach from a new platform at this day and age, and also even considering students with disabilities and handicaps.